Hello friends, how are y'all doing today? Thanks for stopping by for another wonderful video on the Ditch Dock channel. Today we are getting ready for a beach trip. So we have got a beach trip scheduled in the next couple weeks, and I've always wanted one of these beach carts. I've had the little rinky-dink Walmart, wheels are too small to pull on the beach, get it loaded down, you need a team of oxen to get it pulled through the sand. But I ran across one of these on Facebook Marketplace a while back, and since we're getting ready, it's just kind of been sitting, hadn't really done much with it. We're gonna get it cleaned up and try to figure out the best way to load this thing up and make it useful for beach fishing, whatever else we want to do out there, where it'll actually travel through the sand and or on a pier or whatever for fishing on the beach. So if anyone has any suggestions, let me know and we'll get into it. Stay tuned. So 75 bucks came for this, which I know is a pretty good steal. It's a little grungy, a little dirty. Also came with this bucket, and it's got a cast net in it, which I have never thrown, so I need to learn that a little bit, figure that out, so maybe we can catch some bait or something while we're out there. Definitely save us some money there, but I know there's some tricks to tossing a cast net. So let's got this. Just aired up the tires. They hadn't been aired up in a while. I don't know. Hopefully they hold air. If not, we're gonna have to throw a couple new tubes in the wheels, tires, which isn't a huge deal. We're gonna try to get this knocked out pretty quick because it is already 10:30 and it's about 94 degrees out here with 75% humidity, so it's definitely warm. Trying to get those early morning chores done in the summertime because you don't want to be out here after lunchtime. So let's get it started and see what we got to work with. This little pressure washer is better than nothing, but it's not too far away from nothing. Not my favorite little Sunjoe, but it does okay for what it is. I guess better than just water hose. Came with the bait basket, I'm assuming. That's what that is. Not sure exactly. I guess it goes one of the rod holders. Well, that's already looking a ton better. Still holding air in the tire there. This one, not so much. Probably gonna need a new tube on that side, which is no big deal. Like I said, for what I paid for this, what do these things go for? Like $400, something crazy for no more than what they are. I'm not mad at that. So we got this foot piece that came out of the bottom of that, and I've got this wheel that threads up in there, but that thread needs to be cleaned out a bit. So let's see if we can maybe blast that out of there and get this wheel installed, so that way if we want to take it on the pier or something, we can do that and not have to just drag it. Good and clear. So this wheel does have a lock on it as well. We'll just see See if these threads work. Hopefully they're not stripped out. So they look like there's a little sliver of metal in there. I'm hoping that's not an indicator of the condition of these threads. Looks a little rough up in there. Well, get your butt out of there. There we go. Little sliver in there. Let's throw that in the yard so we'll pick it up with a lawnmower tire when we need it back. And looks like someone might have cross-threaded this dude because it is not wanting to go on straight. That's the way it's threading, but that's definitely not the way it should be. I wonder if, yeah, the inside of that thread is some kind of boogered up. I wonder if we can re-thread it with this bolt. The problem is this bolt spins, so getting a good hold on it is tricky. Let's take it to the workbench. We'll see what we can figure out. So I took this here small wrench to hold this dude. I took a grade 8 bolt, just threaded it in there. We're just gonna thread this dude on here. Right? Right? I just took a grade 8 bolt, trace those threads. I don't have a tap with me, but we're gonna get it to work. Not with this though. I'm already done with this. I held this to thread it on. Now I need a smaller pair of pliers. Another pair of pliers. We're just going to twist this dude on here. As long as we get it good and tight, it should be fine. I don't plan on ever taking it off of here. I don't really know why it was off there to begin with. So, question is, do you leave this on all the time, even when you're in the sand? Or do you pull it off and put it inside the cart so you don't get sand in it? Or there's a T handle type looking thing back here. It looks like a kickstand. You put that one in when you're in the sand, and this only when you're on like the pier or the dock or sidewalk or whatever when you're going to the beach. I know one of you can tell me. And yeah, that tire's already flat. Gonna need a new tube for show. Okay, so here's the other one. Does that go in the front when in the sand? And this is in the front transporting? Maybe? Let me know what you think. I think this is front in the sand. Transporting. Would make sense to me. Now, hear me out. Is that totally backwards with the wheel back there, or should I just leave the wheel off? I put the T front in front. Yeah, I don't think that wheel goes back there, does it? Maybe we'll just invert that wheel up top in case we need it later. Stand by. All right, this is the way. I don't know, maybe. We can pick it up higher. A lot easier to move around. Handles at a great height. I love that. Throw your, all right, let's grab a cooler. Is that a perfect fit? What size cooler do y'all run in yours? This is the Yeti 105. Actually, like, is a perfect fit in this thing. It's a little bit taller and narrower than a lot of the standard Yeti sizes. That might be a ticket. That might be a thing. What do you think? Grab a fishing rod. Okay. One more. I don't know. Is that a thing? Is that a vibe? Is that the way to do it? You tell me in the comments. I don't know. It's my first time loading one of these up. Fresh, noob. So tell me of best practices. Got a cooler, bucket, fishing rod. Of course, you got room for more. You can either leave this in, take it off. Not sure. Probably need to tighten that up a little bit. Easy enough. But what you think? Vibe? Vibe check? Let me know. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming to me on a very hot, steamy, sweaty morning and helping me out with the beach cart. First time we're going to use it. Leave down in the comments any suggestions you have on how to improve this, how to use it better function, whatever. So thank y'all for checking out the channel. Y'all be safe and we'll see you next time. Ditch Doc out.